my friend Shahid, Ambassador Shahid, when requested me to be here, I thought it would be an interactive dialogue. And I see so many excellencies here. And I thought if it is a roundtable interactive dialogue, that could be much better for me. But anyway, I would appreciate if the organizers invite our distinguished guests and excellencies to speak a couple of minutes about their perception of Bangladesh and Bangladesh foreign policy. I've been asked to speak about the success of Bangladesh diplomacy. I'm not a diplomat. I am a teacher. By accident, I am in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But the crux of Bangladesh foreign policy, as enunciated by the father of the country, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib, is friendship to all, malice to none. And till to date, the foreign ministry adheres to it. And I find so much of success because of this one principle, the cardinal principle, friendship to all, malice to none. I can tell about my experience of 6.25 years as the UN and Bangladesh representative. During that time, we contested in many elections and we won most. We did not lose anyone. During my 6 years, Bangladesh won elections in 52 committees, commissions, and the like. One basic reason was friendship to all. We had no enemy. Friendship to all, malice to none. And secondly, although there are weaknesses, yet one important element is wherever Bangladesh got elected, they delivered in that particular committee. So the voters, the member states know if there is a Bangladeshi guy gets elected, at least they will deliver through consensus, not by direct dictatorship. So as a result, we had a good time in the UN. The main principle of Bangladesh that we see in our foreign policy, one is, which again Bangabandhu tried to promote, is friendship with the neighbors. The friendship with all the neighbors. Currently, our Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has one principle, that we must be friend to our neighbors, and therefore we have a very warm relationship with India, a very good relationship with our neighbors like Bhutan, Nepal, including the one whom we are facing difficulty in Myanmar. We resolve issues even with Myanmar through dialogue and discussion. For maritime boundary, we solve the problem with Myanmar through discussion and dialogue. Unlike other Muslim countries, let's say, when you look at some Muslim countries, Iraq or Iran, Yemen, or look at Libya, Afghanistan, in those countries, when they have a problem, and there is always a problem with their neighbors, when there is a problem, they're trying to resort to violence and weapons. But in Bangladesh, we try to resolve all our problems through dialogue and discussion. Example is Bangladesh and India. The relationship with Bangladesh and India, we resolve all the critical issues, boundary, border demarcation, our maritime boundary, our even sharing of waters through dialogue and discussion. And therefore I say the relationship between these two countries have reached to such a maturity that no longer we look forward to any violence or other ways of solving the issues. There should be, even with Myanmar, who somehow forced 1.1 million Rohingya to our land, we are trying to resolve it to peaceful means. Because even in the earlier days, in 1978, in 1992, when in 1992 255,000 Rohingya came to Bangladesh, and through dialogue and discussion we were able to repatriate most of them. Naturally, we believe and we are hopeful that one day we will be also able to repatriate this 1.1 million Rohingya back to their land of origin. We want to solve problem peacefully, because Bangabandhu said that Bangladesh should be an island of peace in whole of South Asia, and we still believe in it. And therefore, whenever Pakistan and India, this blasted their nuclear bomb, Bangladesh took a leadership role to negotiate with these two countries, although we are not a nuclear country. So we would like to be an island of peace in this whole region. Our other pertinent issue is we like to maintain our relationship with all the important countries of the world. Therefore, we have a special relationship with the USA. Our relationship with the USA is very solid. Look at when Bangladesh was created. Prior to that, prior to creation of Bangladesh, it is India and also Soviet Union, thus UK, helped us a lot. They were very eloquent for our war of liberation. In fact, Soviet Union had the courage to put veto when, during the war of liberation. But look at after we got independent, what Bangabandhu did. Instead, there was many perception that since India and USSR, help us to have our liberation, therefore possibly Bangabandhu will move into the Eastern Bloc, will be a supportive of USSR. Because on those days there are two blocs, one led by USA, the other is USSR. So perception was, since they helped us, we would align with the USA. Bangabandhu did not do that. Instead of, he maintained non-alliance, neutral alliance. He joined the non-alliance movement. And the important element is, he did not join the Soviet bloc. Instead, he welcomed the Western bloc. And USA immediately recognized Bangladesh. So that's an acumen of our father of the nation. And ever since, we have been maintaining neutrality in our relationship. Our relationship with Western world, headed by the USA, or our relationship with the Islamic world, is headed by Saudi Arabia, and currently also a partner is the Turkey. We maintain a balance between these, these forces. Recently, people often ask me, how come Bangladesh is maintaining a balanced relationship both with US, as well as India, and also with China. India and China, they have difficulties. We don't want to know about difficulty. They may have difficulty. But Bangladesh look forward to its own interest, national interest. And therefore, China is our friend, India is our friend. They may have problem. That's their issue, not ours. So we maintain this position, principal position. As a result, we could maintain this balance. Thanks to Sheikh Hasina, because she is maintaining a pretty balanced relationship with our neighbors. In the European Union is our largest trading partner, and then of course as a single country, USA. We have been maintaining our relationship with the European Union pretty close, and it is growing. Relationship with all the countries I see is growing. And because of their partnership, we honor their partnership. Because of their partnership, our economy is also doing well. We have one cardinal principle. The principle we would like to improve the lot of our people. That is one of the major objectives of Bangladesh government that we would like to provide. We would like to make Bangladesh a hunger-free, poverty-free country where education, medical health care, these are guaranteed to the public. and we would like to see the vision of our father of the nation, that is Shunar Bangla, a prosperous Bangladesh. And Sheikh Hasina has outlined certain goals. She wants to achieve middle income country status by 2021. By 2030, she would like to achieve all the goals of the 17 goals of sustainable development goals. And by 2040, she would like to achieve the dream of our father, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Shunar Bangla, a prosperous country, a stable economy. And as a result, our foreign ministry, I have outlined in my foreign ministry two basic priorities. One is economic diplomacy. What do we mean by that? To achieve those goals that have been outlined by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, we would need a lot of additional investment, foreign direct investment. We would need a lot our increase of our trade. We would need diversifying our trade. And the other big resource, Bangladesh has one big resource. It is human manpower. We would like to see that our manpower is gainfully employed across the country. So these are some of the priorities that my foreign ministry has taken up. And we are all missions, 70 missions abroad, they are trying to gear up their effort towards achieving this economic diplomacy, help the economy of Bangladesh, achieving the goals that Sheikh Hasina has outlined. The other one, we know that we cannot do the foreign ministry cannot achieve all the goals on its own. Therefore, we need partnership. And therefore, the other wing we have suggested, proposed, is the public diplomacy. People of Bangladesh or diaspora across, we have 11.2 million diaspora across the globe, and they have their own networking. We would like to engage them in promoting, in helping, achieving our goal, reinforcing in achieving our goal. So those who are here, even the diplomat who has invited me to be here, they could do some public diplomacy. They can on their own, you see, create some public, consciousness, awareness, so that we can achieve our goal. So we welcome all of them. There may be other organizations, both home and abroad, and we have seen, even before Bangladesh was created, in 1971, the public, the common people, they demonstrated, Trafalgar Square demonstration. It was held in England. Thousands of people demonstrated in the Trafalgar Square. And there was also the Bangladesh concert in New York, George Harrison concert. These are public programs, but these public programs created a public awareness across the globe for liberation of Bangladesh. So we believe till today, when I have the Rohingya problem, we are trying to solve the problem both bilaterally with the support of multilateral agencies and governments. Everybody is helping us. But at the same time, I would encourage our diaspora or others, their friends and other networks, to organize events, concert, demonstrations for humanity, for saving this Rohingya people. And they can organize events to create public diplomacy across the nations. Their public awareness possibly will create such a strength that in the long run, the tyrant is sure to fall down. And they will allow their own people to go back to their home.